Greetings. In the last lecture of Project Appraisal and Finance, we have discussed about different methods of risk analysis in capital budgeting. In this video, we will discuss about the another method, that is decision tree approach method, and which is usually used for coming at a particular decision by using decision tree approach. What we have seen that it is quite necessary to reduce the risk, and for that purpose risk analysis in capital budgeting has been used by managers widely so that they could arrive at a decision by minimizing the risk or by reducing the risk. As we have discussed in the very early videos, that risk cannot be eliminated, it is always the part of the project or part of our life, so we have to just minimize it or reduce it. And by using risk analysis in capital budgeting, managers try to reduce the risk. And in this particular section we have come to the last part, that is the decision tree analysis. Why it is known as decision tree analysis? The reason behind is that the graphical or pictorial representation of the solution is just like a tree which is lying, or we can say which is in the horizontal pattern. That is why it is known as decision tree analysis or decision tree approach. We can clearly see from the diagram which is on the board that it is usually looks like an branches of the tree. There are various nodes which represent certain information, and hence it is like an horizontal tree. That is why it is known as decision tree approach or decision tree analysis. It usually establishes relationship between present decision and future events, future decisions and its consequences which can happen over a project over the period of time. Usually it represents information with respect to different situation for different years. In this video we will start with the simple questions so that we could have understanding for the decision tree, and in the coming video we would have the discussion on the detailed question of the decision tree analysis. In this video we will discuss about the question of the decision tree analysis which can be asked in the examination. The question is been in the link of the video so that you could read out the question, and in this particular video we will form the solution of the same question. Kindly refer to the link in the video for the purpose of getting the question first and then start seeing the solution part. In this solution part we will I have just prepared the pictorial representation already so that we could directly jump on the solution. Before that I would give you a brief on the question. We have to prepare a decision tree. The question says that we have an ongoing project which has two possibilities. We can go either for expansion or we can avoid the expansion. For going the expansion there would be an additional cost of rupees 4 lakh, whereas when we go for the option of no expansion or without expansion, as there is no expansion there would not be any kind of capital expenditure as we are going with the same criteria. But in here we can definitely see that there is a capital expenditure of rupees 4 lakh. That means that it would be our cash outlay which is been present value given in the question. Again after that we have been given certain cash inflows at the present value after tax. That is, in expansion part we have been said that for the first situation we would have cash inflow of rupees 4,50,000 at an probability of 0.2. For the second thing we would have the second part, we would have the cash inflow of 7 lakh in expansion with the probability of 0.3. In the third part of first situation we would have an cash inflow of rupees 5 lakh with a probability of 0.5. This is for the expansion part. For without expansion, in the first criteria we would have the cash inflow of rupees 2 lakh at a probability of 0.2. Then in the second one we would have the cash inflow of 3,50,000 for probability of 0.3. And in the last situation we would have the cash inflow of 5 lakh at a probability of 0.5. What we have been already given in the problem, present value of cash inflows after tax, we have write it against what is been what it belongs to. For expansion, three cash inflows we have write it. For non-expansion, again 3 we have write it, and the various probability what we have assigned to the same. Now, for the purpose of checking the feasibility, the question says that suggest that or advise that whether the expansion is feasible or not. For the purpose of checking the feasibility of expansion, whether it is feasible or not, we have to calculate the NPV, total NPV. For that purpose, we have to multiply present value of cash inflows after tax with probability, so that we could arrive at a decision of total NPV. So 4,50,000 into 0.20 is equals to 90,000. Then 7 lakh multiplied by 0.3, 2 lakh 10,000. Then 5 lakh multiplied by 0.5, 2 lakh 50,000. Now we will make the total of 3. The total is 5 lakh 50,000. That is what is NPV. But what we have again mentioned in the problem, that as we are going for expansion, we would have cash outlay of rupees 4 lakh. That is what we have been an additional expenditure incurring for the project. That is why we have to deduct it minus cash outlay or cash outflow of rupees 4 lakh, so that we could get our net present value of rupees 1,50,000 when we are going for expansion. Now for the second part, that is without expansion, again 3 cash inflows are being given and they have been assigned with the 3 probabilities respectively. What we have to do, we have to calculate NPV. Again the formula is same, present value of cash inflows after tax multiplied by probability, 2 lakh multiplied by 0.2, that is 40,000. Then 3,50,000 into 0.3, 1 lakh 5,000. Then 5 lakh multiplied by 0.5, 2 lakh 50,000. That is what is our cash inflows for without expansion. We have to make up total. The total is 3,95,000 is our total NPV for without expansion. Remember one thing, as we are not going for expansion, there would not be any kind of cash in outlay or cash outflow here. That is why we don't have to deduct anything. This answer is our direct answer of net present value, that is 3,95,000. What we can see, with expansion we are having the net present value of rupees 1,50,000, whereas without expansion we would have it of rupees 3,95,000. What question asks us? It says us whether we should go for expansion or not. The questions ask us to suggest definitely we can go for expansion, as it is showing positive NPV of 1,50,000. But it is also seen that if we do not go for expansion, we would have a greater NPV of 3,95,000. It shows that we would have definitely more cash inflows as compared to the expansion part. But though it is been we are seeing it like that, but still we can go for expansion, and expansion is feasible as it is having positive net present value. We would just have a quick recap what we have done. We have been given 2 situations, expansion, without expansion. Expansion was costing rupees 4 lakh, we have written it. Without expansion, no cost, we have let it out. Question is being given for the 3 situations with different cash inflows along with their probabilities. We have written these probabilities and their cash inflows. After that, for the purpose of calculating the feasibility, what we have to do, we have to calculate NPV. How we have calculated NPV? Present value of cash inflows after tax multiplied by probability, that is 4,50,000 multiplied by 0.2, that is 90,000. 7 lakh multiplied by 0.3, 2 lakh 10,000. 5 lakh multiplied by 0.5, 2 lakh 50,000. We have made the sum of it, 5 lakh 50,000 minus, as expansion was there, cash outlay was there of 4 lakh, we have minus the 4 lakh and we have get our positive NPV of 1,50,000. Similar thing we have done in the without expansion criteria. 2 lakh of cash inflow multiplied by 0.2, 40,000. 3 lakh 50,000 multiplied by 0.3, 1 lakh 5,000. 5 lakh multiplied by 0.5, 2 lakh 50,000. Again we have made the total of it. The total is of rupees 3 lakh 95,000. As question was asking whether expansion is feasible or not, we have said that expansion is definitely feasible, but we can definitely go for without expansion as it is generating more NPV as compared to the expansion part. This was for this particular question. In the next video we will discuss about more detailed question with more complex thing, so that we could understand that how a manager has to encounter with the different projects which are having complex situation and a length of work which he has to do, so that they could have the answer like this what we have seen in this question. As it is been seen that managers has to suffer various kind of things in their decision making part, we have to calculate each and everything, and by this method we are just trying to reduce the part that the risk can be controlled up to a certain limit, so that whenever we would arrive at a particular decision and we would execute that decision, it would not backfire us or it would not harm us financially. If it does so, definitely there would be an greater difficulty for the organization as well as the manager. They should definitely go for the situations like this. They are why we are doing this thing at an MBA level in the financial segment, why we are continuing with the chapter like risk analysis in capital budgeting. Remember one thing, we have in the earlier videos we have said that capital budgeting decisions are always irreversible. One, for example, if we have taken the part that we would go for expansion and somewhere you do not go for the analysis by using any method for expansion, and suppose that the decision downturn you and expansion was not feasible, though you go for expansion, there were certain things which you have not looked properly. It means that it would not be reversible. Whether this 4 lakh could be returned to you, definitely not. So as a manager, it is a greater responsibility over us to make the present and future decisions by understanding the future consequences. Remember one thing, we cannot control the future and we cannot predict the future correctly. But we have to plan the future so that there would be possibility that any kind of decision which could hurt the organization financially, or we can even though say non-financially, we would avoid that kind of decision. That is why we are discussing the various methods in this particular segment. We are doing the solutions of various kind of questions, as it would provide us with certain a little bit of what we can say practical exposure to the real situations, and it would help us in future as an MBA. When we go in an organization, it is quite necessary to have in and all information about each and everything. By using decision tree, we can see that we arrive at a proper decision along with the consequences. What could be the possible consequences, which we have mentioned that we in decision tree we see at the present decision having future events and future decision and its consequences. For this question, what is present decision? We have to, for example, if we are going for expansion, the present decision would be we have to incur of expenditure of rupees 4 lakh. What could be the future event? We have been receiving this cash inflows at this probabilities. What could be the future decision? We would have a positive impact of it. Similarly, for situation B also, if we go with non-expansion decision, we would have to avoid this cost. We can definitely have 4 lakh in our surplus. We would have these cash inflows at these probabilities and we would enjoy this positive NPV. So both the situation are showing present as well as future things. It is up to a manager's discretion along with the management overview. What we have to do, we have to understand that these kind of decisions are important in the organization. In the next video, we will start with a detailed question. It would be more complex than this question. This question is quite simpler. But in the next video, with the question which we will go through would be quite difficult, and it would be important from our point of view as a manager. We have to go through that method, and we have to understand how we can formulate the solution. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.